So I'm making this video because I'm working with a lot of people on accessing direct consciousness, seeing what that's all about, exploring consciousness. Um, Very experiential process. And this is really for the people who've gone through the experiential groundwork, I suppose, or prep work enough to have done the exercise in exploring the now and doing that enough to fairly reliably and stably access what I like to think of or refer to as the neutral space, which is where your attention is just wandering from one sense to another. Sometimes those senses, your awareness is on them simultaneously, very wide field. Sometimes just this wide field within one sense. You're just hearing all the sounds, maybe even with your eyes closed. Or maybe it's just like a second or two in sound, and then you notice a thought, and then it wanders over into the visual field. And then maybe you close your eyes and notice a taste in your mouth. And then you notice a thought about that taste. And then you hear another sound. And then something in your visual field captures your attention again. And you just let it go. Just allow your attention to follow that movement. Maybe a bird or a butterfly going through. And once you've settled in to this neutral space, I've kind of given the assignment to several people now for the past couple of weeks of just go stay there, stay in the neutral space, see what it's like. And so I figured this is a good time. It's always a good time to enter the one time now. And I figure we can do that together here. So maybe you can pause the video if you need to, or maybe you can just let me walk you in just a bit. Let's sort of settle in. Let's settle into that neutral space. You can start by I usually start by listening to a sound or listening to all of the sounds. The next thing I usually will do is feel the body sense, feel the air against my skin, feel a slight breeze moving the hairs on my arm. Maybe you pay attention to your breath. Just feel your breath wherever your attention goes. Is it in the rise of the chest, or the movement of your belly? Is it the feel of the exhale through your nose or your mouth? Just feel what it feels like to breathe. The touch sensations of breath. And while you're doing that, you can still hear the sounds. Just sound. Sound happening at the same time as the visual field is happening. Sound and sight at the same time as feeling your breath and smelling what the air smells like. Oh, and thoughts. Thoughts are always here. Huh? Thought about should I be doing the exact same thing that he's saying to do, or is it okay to? That's just a thought. It's probably a thought that looks at that thought and says, I shouldn't be thinking while I'm doing this. That's a thought. A thought about how I have to go to the store later. That's just a thought. A thought wondering if this new microphone is picking up the sounds in the ambient environment. That's a thought. And while those thoughts were happening, the visual field was still happening too. And sounds were happening. They're different because they're changing. Both the visual field and the sound field are changing. Sounds are happening and changing. Visuals are happening and changing. The smell now is different than it was before because it's changing. The thought I had about breakfast cereal just now, that's different than the thoughts before because thoughts are changing. The taste in my mouth that reminded me of cereal. That's different. The interaction with thought is different because it's changing. The sensation of wind on the hair on my arm, that changed. Notice how much change is happening in this neutral space, in this present moment. Notice how everything's changing. Every part of your visual field is different now than it was. Every sound is different because it's there with other sounds that are different. Those sounds are nested within a visual field or happening at the same time as a visual field in which everything is changing. Notice what's going on inside your body. Really pay attention to your chest. There might be a slight tingling there, or maybe a dull pressure pushing out, or a sharper pressure pushing in. See how that's changing? No sensation in your body, no feeling that you've ever experienced has lasted forever, exactly as it was. It's changing all the time. moment later, you check back in on your body, and the thing that's most prominent is now maybe in your gut, or even a toe, or maybe an itch, or maybe all of those sensations are happening at the same time, and your attention can bounce among them. It's all changing. Look at the way that your visual field is updated, such as it is. How does it update? By you directing your attention to it, or your attention just going there, if those are two different things. Notice that whatever your attention rests on, something's happening. And that happening is simultaneous with your attention resting there. See if you can detect a delay between your attention going into, let's say, the sense of touch in the air on your skin and the sensation of the air on your skin. Notice if your attention goes somewhere else, like back into the visual field, it's different now. And the visual field is instantaneously there, happening in your attention. Or I should say, maybe in your awareness as your attention rests on it. Notice how a thought forms, and your attention goes to the thought, and instantaneously the thought is there. There's no form, then attention, then thought, then. There's no then. If your attention goes into the thought space, there is thought. Big thoughts, silly thoughts, super subtle thoughts. But if your attention goes there, there they are. So remember how we noticed that everything is changing? Are you doing that? All of that change, all of that happening. Don't answer this with a thought, but really look into it. Are you doing this? Did you choose this to be this way and not some other way? Did you choose to make it this way from what it was? Are you really actually moving your attention? And when your attention lands on something, are you making it? And all of this happening and changing, look into your experience of it. Wherever your attention goes in your experience, Do you find in the sound field, in the sounds, do you find what you're doing? In the visual field, do you find the experience of you doing something to make this, to change this? And that taste in your mouth, are you creating it? Are right choices and wrong choices in what you smell? Even in the appearance of a thought. Did you do it? Did you do that? Is there anything to do here? Is there anything other than the content of a thought, or the content of several thoughts looking at each other, that you can find what there is to do here? You might have already even concluded, maybe even conceptually, that there isn't anything to do here. But it's really important for your entire being to be present with that feature of all of this. Show your entire being that there's nothing to do here. Now's got this. Right now has got this. It's good. Your mind won't like that. That's okay. I love your brilliant mind. I love my brilliant mind. But stay here just a while longer. And show even your mind, show your entire being, show all of your senses, show all of your awareness that there is no evidence of anything to be done here.